But right now, you talk about a test of fire. Ole Anderson, brand new, hired as a senior official, and in a match with Arn Anderson of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. But as far as I'm concerned, Ole's got to get out and establish himself and where he's at early on. So this should be a great main event. This should be a main event in any arena in the world, and everybody at home is getting to see it right here on WCW.
As Scott Steiner, nice fireman carry takeover into the armbar.
And you see, the important thing is when you're in there with top competition, when you get a move, you got to follow up. You got to put him in a predicament. He had him on his back. He was trying to move forward for the pin, and Arn wisely getting off his back real quick.
Steiner brothers, the #1 seed in the upcoming NWA Tag Tournament, Bill. That's going to be in prime time right here on TBS on Monday night, June 22nd. Fans, 8:05 Eastern, 7:05 Central Time. 2.5 hours, and whatever you do, don't miss that one.
Yeah, I'll guarantee you one thing, fans. You're going to get more than your money's worth at every WCW event. Top wrist lock by Arn into a high bridge by Scott Steiner. Look at the power in the neck that's needed to support that weight, with Arn trying to drive him down and Scott coming up, forcing his way up, trying to come up into a top wrist lock.
Great strength displayed by Scott Steiner and great agility as well.
Didn't work out. He missed his move. Arn capitalized right quick.
Got him up. Tilt-a-whirl slam. Took him around the world on that one. But Anderson now close to his corner.
Now his back's what's in tilt right now. Drags him in by the leg, get him in the middle, step over for a half crab. There he tags the animal.
Tags in his big brother Rick.
Boy, there's no doubt about Rick. Rick, I've watched his career. I watched him wrestle at the NCAA finals at Iowa State University the same year that Dr. Death was All-American. And I was impressed with that kid then, and I'm really excited to be here watching his career develop.
Fans, as we mentioned, we hope you can be with us in Charleston, South Carolina this Tuesday night at the McAllister Fieldhouse.
Listen to this crowd. This is what I love about wrestling, the closeness you have right here at center stage. Jim, this is going to be the hottest ticket in town right here at center stage in the Omni in Atlanta, which is our Madison Square Garden. Beautiful move. Caught him up and drilled him.
Tremendous power by the dog-faced gremlin. And we'll be back in the Omni on Sunday, July the 5th. Stunning Steve Austin, a man that certainly wants to regain his television title, currently held by Barry Windham. Matter of fact, next week, we'll have that Windham-Austin rematch for the TV title. Good shoulder block.
Tremendous power, tremendous power. And Austin's kind of trying to mimic him a little bit. That's Austin, for a young performer, is certainly cocky because he's out there with one of the all-time studs, and he's trying to put a little on him, trying to psych him out.
They certainly have wrestled within the rules.
Well, you got one of the great all-time legends out there. Ole Anderson broke more rules than you could fill 10 books with, so he certainly knows them. And yet I'll say one thing about Ole. He's going to let the issue be. Oh!
Steiner line!
Is his head still on out there?
What impact!
You can hear that, you can feel that over here. One thing, fans at home, about seeing it live and in person is there's just a different dimension when you can actually feel and hear these blows being hit. Tag, legal tag made. Ole's making one person get out of the ring. Side headlock by Scott Steiner. Again, like I say, Ole Anderson is not one of these guys that's going to be squeamish about the rules. He's going to let it be settled by the guys in the ring, but he'll be able to maintain control within the rules signed for that match or whatever stipulations there are.
Of course, the fans saw in the WCW magazine the complete list of rules. One of the biggest changes, coming off the top rope and contacting your opponent, is now an automatic disqualification.
That's right. If you dump off the top rope and then hit your opponent, it's an automatic disqualification. But you'll notice most of these smashes, these forearm smashes, that's legal. That's a part of the rough and tumble sport of professional wrestling. Oh, he missed it. He missed it.
And there's no mat there.
That's no mat. He's down on the concrete. Now, had he been thrown over the top rope, that would have been a disqualification. But he was executing the move, and the man ducked, and he missed it. And his own momentum is what propelled him over. So that's why there's no disqualification. I mean, you look, these guys know that the WCW means business.
Ole Anderson right there to make sure that Austin did not interfere. But now Scott Steiner is in a very jeopardized state here.
Well, Arn Anderson's kicking him, but it's with the flat of the foot, Jim. And as long as it's with the flat of the foot, not the toe or the point of the boot, it's legal. And it takes the air and the energy out of you. Let me tell you, a lot of times your courage is measured by your conditioning.
Snapmare by Stunning Steve Austin. Lateral press now. Ole Anderson down. Got a good look at those shoulders, and he got a 2 count.
That's right, a very deliberate 2 count. Ole's down, checking the shoulders all the way.
Gut wrench. To a side salto there, modified version, lateral press.
Their whole attack is on the injured back. They stayed with that back. That shows how cohesive and how experienced that team is with Arn Anderson and Steve Austin, managed by Paul Dangerously. Legal tag into the bear hug. See, Scott is, when you get hurt, I don't care who you are, the person that sees you hurt or causes that injury, he's only smart to continue to attack it and to weaken you. And of course, outside the ring, big man Rick Steiner exhorting his brother to make the tag.
Anderson using his power here. Scott Steiner, a good check time for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this timeout. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WCW Saturday Night. Jim Ross and Cowboy Bill Watts back with you. Scott Steiner continuing to be punished. The exchange was made during the commercial break. Stunning Steve Austin in there now. And this is a real, as I said earlier, Bill, a gut check for young Scott Steiner.
It certainly is. I'll tell you, this is intense competition. This is of the finest level. This is what is traditional in wrestling. You see great athletes taking it to each other. And I think that's what the fans want. They don't care how you get to the ring. They want to see what happens once you're in the ring.
Knee to the midsection by Stunning Steve Austin, the former television champion who, as I said, will challenge Barry Windham right here on this broadcast next Saturday for the TV title. Lateral press. Anderson down. Ole Anderson down, the senior referee in WCW, and he will not get a fast count. Speaking of Austin, Anderson's count is deliberate. It's very, very consistent, and that's what we're looking for, consistent officiating.
Well, young Scott couldn't get to his feet, and it's hard to have a lot of power in your punches off your knees. He was trying to get some breathing room there, and against a lesser man, he may have been able to do it just with arm strength. But Steve Austin is a tough heavyweight, and it's hard to drive him off when he's got that momentum.
Austin, one of the
look at the follow through as he drove that elbow in. That's what the finer points of technique are when somebody can really hurt you. Ole's backing off Arn Anderson. That's got to be something for Ole. Have to maintain the proprietary of the rules for somebody you formerly teamed with. Oh, sleeper. Scott's caught him. Didn't quite get it locked up, and Arn right back, and again attacked the back.
Great counter move by Arn Anderson.
I'll tell you, Scott's got to get to his partner. He's in a lot of trouble. He's absorbed a lot of punishment, Jim. He's got to get to the Rick Steiner. He's got to get over there. He's got to get a fresh man in. They've tagged Steve Austin, and he didn't quite make it. And of course, Ole has got to put, there he is, Ole's enforcing the rule. He has to put him out. He didn't have a legal tag. It's an inside cradle. It looks like it's got him beat.
We got near fall, got 2 out of it.
That was close. That inside cradle can upset some people. Knee lift.
Good knee lift by Stunning Steve Austin. Dangerous Alliance controlling the action right now. Snapmares him down.
You know, Scott's in a lot of trouble. I mean, he's been out there a long time. He's one of the most powerful athletes in the WCW, well-conditioned athlete. But I don't care, the competition, when you're at the same level, it evens itself up, and these guys have taken the toll. They've been able to switch off and keep the fresh man in on him, and he's been out there suffering and hadn't been able to get to his partner. And I'll guarantee you right now, he's having to examine himself and see what he's got deep inside his heart.
As we look into the eyes of big brother Rick Steiner.
And he's worried. You can tell Rick Steiner's worried. His little brother's out there, and he's been trapped out there, and these guys got a real strategy.
Well, the Dangerous Alliance seem to be very, very well prepared. That man is a phenomenal athlete.
Oh, yeah.
And a great leader in the ring, and certainly with Austin there, his young skills, great combination.
They've got the momentum right now. You know, that momentum and the ebb and flow of the advantage plays an important part in any athletic contest. We see it in basketball and football all the time. It's no different in any sport. Sometimes when you're down and you're hurting and things haven't been going your way, it's hard to keep your psychological and your mental set to where you can maintain and you can pull through. That's what makes a difference in a champion.
Scotty trying to get back up to his feet, finally makes it. Elbows to the midsection now, trying to get some separation. Irish whip to the center. Oh, big kick there by stunning Steve Austin. Good move.
I'll tell you, a lot of credit to Scott, though. He's trying to fight out. He knows he's got to get to his brother. He's pulling every move he can to try to get out and get over there.
Trying to go for a pin here.
That's right. The best defense is a good offense. He almost had him pinned. Oh, if that had been any official out there besides Ole Anderson, I doubt if he'd have caught that. Ole's so ring-wise.
Scott Steiner puts on the brakes. Has both arms hooked now. High impact move coming up, but the kid's got to make the tag.
Unbelievable move.
He needs to make the tag.
He's pulled out his ace on that one. He pulled out his whole card, Jim.
Grabbing the ropes, trying to pull himself to his corner. He's close now to his big brother. Will he make the tag?
He doesn't know where he is. Yes, he is. Tag is made. Tag is made.
Rick Steiner with big right hands. Tremendous power slam. Up for the lights, and there's a Steiner line. He's measured him on. Also got the feet up.
Right in his face. His own downward momentum speared himself. Steiner's got to keep the momentum. He's got to pull it out now for the team. His brother got to him. He made the supreme sacrifice and got to him. Steiner's got to pull it out for the team.
There's a tag. I think Scotty's back in. Rick took Austin down. Ole did not see the tag.
Oh, if Ole didn't see it, that's not a legal tag. If Ole didn't see it, it can't be called a tag, but Ole's got to get it, and he's right over there. He's blocking Arn. He didn't see that. He didn't see a tag on the other side either. I mean, what's fair is fair. It has to be what the referee sees, and he can't see everything.
Well, you gotta see it to call it. At least he's consistent and fair. Dog face up and over the top. Sunset flip. Can he get it? 1, 2, and 3.
All right. What a great victory. Look at Paul E. Dangerously.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the